Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here with some fan mail today. Ha ha ha. So this was sent by Simon, who has sent several things before. He's also one of my patrons on Patreon. He's been a huge supporter of the channel, so I really appreciate Simon sending this. He did let me know something was coming, but he didn't tell me what it was, so I have no idea what's in here. I always love getting fan mail. It absolutely makes my day. So I did want to let Simon know that I certainly appreciated it. And I'm not sure what this is, because like I thought it would be like a DVD, but it feels a little wider. So I'm really curious, and a little thicker. So I'm really curious to see what goodies he sent me this time. We're going to get right into it. That looks like a box. Ah, so it could be a DVD. That does look like a DVD. It's just wrapped up in this really protective box here. Ah, let's see. I've got my box cutter right here. This, of course, was sent to me by another one of my patrons, the Flyattractor, to help me get into packagings, especially help get into Flyattractor's packagings, because he packs his very thoroughly. And it looks like, oh, snap. Let's see if I can get it out. I see what it is. There's a piece of tape that's really attached to it. We have the UK version, which I can watch. I do have a region-free player. The Reign of Terror. I love the Reign of Terror. The Reign of Terror was actually available on YouTube at one time. I don't know if it still is, but all 6 parts were available on YouTube at one time, and I'd watched it on there, but I've always wanted to own it. I love the story. It is one of my favorite stories of Season 1, and it's one of my favorite historicals. The animation for episodes 4 and 5 is good. Some of the camera work is a little dodgy, but the actual animation process, that Thetamation or whatever they call it, I really like that. I really like the look. It captures likenesses really well. It's not as good as some of their later stuff like the Moon Base, but it's still really good animation, and I just love the story. And Hartnell, of course, and the main cast putting in good performances, and a good performance by the guest cast. Here's the inside with a little booklet and the disc art if you would like to see that. Super excited. I'll have to be giving this another viewing sometime soon. I absolutely love the Reign of Terror. It's a fantastic First Doctor story. I really appreciate Simon sending it. It means a lot. So I have gotten both of the stories that I've asked for recently. I had asked in several videos, or I had mentioned in several videos that I had, there were 2 stories I'd really been wanting, and it was the War Machines and the Reign of Terror. And both of those had been sent recently, which I very much appreciate. I'm very grateful for everyone who has sent things, and for everyone on my patrons, because Simon is also one of my patrons on Patreon. If there's anything you would like to send me, I do have my P.O. box down in the description. You can find it there. I have a link to my Amazon wish list down there. I also have a link to my Amazon UK wish list down there. The main thing on that being some of the standard edition classic sets, the collection sets, which I'd like to get, because I prefer to use these just as decoration pieces, because I'm always scared when I'm handling them I'm going to damage them. I can't be the only one that handles these things like a newborn. I'm always scared when I'm touching them. I'm like, I'm going to damage them. So I'd love to get the standard ones just to actually watch, and have these just to sit up here and look pretty. Or unless I want to read the booklet or something. And then I also have the, I believe I have the Steelbook for the Daleks in color on there, because I actually would love to get that as well. I can't quite justify spending the money on it right now. Because I actually love the colorization of the Daleks a lot, compared to the original version, which I know I'm in the minority for as a classic fan, but I do like the color version. I'd love to get that Steelbook. So that as well. And then I think that's on my Amazon UK list. And then I also have a link to my Patreon down there if you would like to support me that way, like Simon and Flyattractor and several others do, including a couple of my top tier patrons, Colin Coney and Perkins. I very much appreciate their support as well. Several others, JLBWHO has been with me a long time. Stephen Crane's been a huge, huge supporter. And my mind is blanking all of my patrons. But I appreciate each and every one of them. Unknown289, been a huge, huge supporter of the channel. So I'm grateful. Trevor, yeah, old Trevor Hicks, he's been with me for a while as well. So I appreciate each and every one of them. So you can check that out as well. most importantly, thank you for watching.